What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we are going to start the big project, man. We're going to start the paint correction. It's probably going to take me more than a day. Had to work this morning, so I'm already half the day already gone. And as you know, if you're going to wet sand the car, and I mean it takes a day, really more than a day, at least two. And half my day's already gone, and I'm just about to get started. And tomorrow's supposed to be another rain event, and the rain just the last 2 days they said rain, and it didn't rain the whole day. Rained more in the evening, so I actually could have started, but I didn't do it because of they was calling for rain, and it was gloomy. It'd be real dark and gloomy, looked like rain, and didn't rain. So today I'm gonna go on ahead, get started with it, man. So first thing we want to do is wash the car. So I'm gonna start washing this car, man. Y'all check out this intro when I get back. It's go time. Let's go.
From below, we rise.
Alright, guys, we are back. I just washed it up, man. Of course I didn't dry it because I'm going to wet sand it. And I will be using it's my 2000 right here, because this rubbing your finger across this is almost like rubbing it across regular paper. Is that smooth. And then over here I got some 400 and 600 grit, and this right here is for the spots that got scratches. There's a little deeper scratches, because I'm just going to use this for the swirls, because I just want it to be a very light sanding, you know what I mean, just the very top to get the swirls. This is for the scratches, so it got to be a little tougher for the scratches, a little bit more work, but we're about to get to it, man. I already have my 2000 and my soapy water, and next thing I got to do though is remove the bull badge and the fender trim. Then I will tape off my decals with blue painter's tape, because I don't want none of that getting messed up, because we don't want to take that off. I just want to leave that there. I'm thinking about ceramic coating the car, but if I ceramic coat it, I will be ceramic coating it with this stuff on here. So I'm not worried about taking that off, which means it'll be on there and under the ceramic up for at least the next 3-4 years. So I'm not worried about taking that off. When I switch the whole color of the car, or new colors, things, whatever I might do next, then I'll take care of those areas. That's years down the line though. But right now, get this stuff off the fender and start wet sanding. All right, guys, we're feeling some raindrops. Not sure if it's going to rain, so I hurried up and covered up the car real quick, even though I need the car wet to be doing this. I don't need to be wet, and I don't need to be getting rained on, but I checked the radar. No rain is in the radar. Not till around 2 p.m. tomorrow. None for right now, but I'm still feeling raindrops, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if it passes, because it's already late. So this is late to be doing something like this, but this takes a long time. Although mine's is very light, mine's ain't actually like body work, so mine's ain't gonna take that long. I'm not going down that deep, you know what I'm saying? And I just want it to look real good. I don't particularly need a showroom shine. So, you know what I'm saying? But a showroom shine is kind of nice. But we don't really need a showroom shine. We're amateurs here. But, buddy, and we amateurs. There's Buddy right there. Y'all remember CMB. What's up, CMB? So CMB, what's the name of these clouds? what's, what direction is they coming from, buddy? Do you know what state they came from? And why their hair bothering me right now? We all want to know. Do you know any of this? Is that enough? You don't know? You about to go look it up? But anyway, guys, even as I'm standing here, I still feel a couple raindrops, but the sun's trying to come out. So I'm still going to wait a couple minutes just in case, because I've been out here maybe 5-10 minutes waiting just to see what it's going to do. I thought it was going to come down, because it felt like it was raining for a minute, starting to anyway, and then it stopped. I started putting the cover on, it stopped. So I waited, started feeling raindrops again. So I put the whole cover on. Now I got the whole cover on. Right now at this second, I don't feel any raindrops. So it's messing with me right now, you know what I'm saying? It's messing with me. But buddy, is it messing with you? Is we being messed with right now, buddy? Huh? Don't you hate being messed with, buddy? Go get the ladder, go up there and start beating up those clouds, buddy. Go up, buddy. Get them clouds out of here. But anyway, guys, we just waiting for a minute, waiting for this to pass, which I'm not feeling nothing, and I'm starting to see the sun. So, pitch it back on, hopefully in a minute. All right, guys, it looked like the rain clouds have passed, and that was literally like a couple minutes ago. But car's washed up. I have decals, so I had to tape off everywhere where I got a decal so it don't mess up the edges when I start doing my buffing. So everywhere they got the decal had to get taped off. If you got decals on your car and you want them on your car and you want to do this, make sure you tape off that area. I just happen to have a lot of decals, so tape off around the mirrors. Yes, it's wrapped around my mirrors and everything, my tailgate, my lift gate. So now I actually think I'm set. Now I can start removing the badge and the fender trim. Then, wet sand. Whew, the bull is not coming quietly, guys. I mean, it was a little struggle to get the thing I just put on off, but the bull, yeah, that's some pretty good adhesive. It is not coming quietly. That's why I said, guys, these are one and done. Trying to get these off, you're just gonna break it. And I wasn't even trying to break it, but man, it's not coming quietly. Man. And the hardest part to get off was the horns. It came off in pieces, both sides. But I cannot find my eraser tool drill attachment to get the residue off, which I wouldn't have even attempted this if I didn't know where it was. I thought I did, but I can't find it. So I just ordered another one. Gotta wait a couple days for it to get here, but I can still do the rest of it. You know what I mean? Just that part down there is the problem. I gotta wait to do that certain area, but that's fine. I think I'll start doing the hood first then, since I can't do the fenders. The other side is the same way. So I'll start doing the hood and wet sanding it. Already got my decals and everything taped off. Feel like the tape coming up already though, man. But Make sure all this is down. Then I can start the process. Now I do have imperfections on the hood, guys. I don't know if y'all good. Y'all can see. Y'all see that right there. That was a chip. It's the hood. So I tried doing this with the little bottle with the little pink tip brush in it, and I did that with it. So hopefully I will be able to do it right with the new stuff I just got. Hopefully. I mean, this right here will need the other sandpaper for this area. I would have to, I'm gonna sand the whole thing first. And this right here will still show. Then I'll have to take this area off, clean it, prime it, paint it. We'll clean it, prime it, sand the primer, make it flat again. Make sure you don't see the indentations like you see now. And then paint it and then wait for the paint to dry, you know what I mean? But I can still do the rest of the car, work around that. I do have another one over on this side, which is really deep. Y'all can see it, there it is. It's starting to rust, so it definitely needs to get sanded all the way down. Tape off this area, sand it all the way down, prime it, sand it, and paint it again. So those are the two areas that I know of that will need that type of work, but which you normally should do first. But I'm going to start doing the wet sanding first because it all got to get sanded anyway. So here we go. Alright guys, so this is my automotive paint from the dealer. I bought this from automotivetouchup.com, which does the factory paint in a can. So I got the sandable primer, my blue base color, and my gloss clear coat. What's this? This the 400 or the 600? Oh, I used this one. So I used the 600 grit to sand it down to the bare metal, and I used my 2000 just to wet sand it, just to take off the top layer of the clear coat so that can get paint corrected. But right now we're gonna take care of these pots here. Alright guys, I just put my cans up for a minute, and I like to let them run under the hot water for about a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes each can. Let them get warm. I learned this trick from another YouTuber, guys, and I think it worked. I did it, and then I did some painting for my trims and things, and I actually do think that it did work. It makes the paint come out better. It's not thick and clogged up. So now I do my paint cans like this every time I got to use them. And I actually do think that it worked. Up to you if you do it though. Alright guys, now I got my sandable primer ready to go. Should put on a pair of gloves, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to try to be careful. It's wet, so. Alright guys, the wait time on the sandable primer before I could wet sand it is 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead start wet sanding some more of the car. While that's happening, and I'll cut you back on in a minute. By hand, man, by hand. Sand it up. So I'm probably gonna have to go over it again, sanding it, and then we should be ready to do the primer after that. And I'm trying to beat the dark because I am going up against time now. After I'm done priming, or not priming it, but sanding it, and then I'm just going to, my fault guys, I wasn't even looking at the camera, but right after I'm done sanding it, go around it one more time, and then we're gonna put the cover on it, man, because woo, I gotta get up bright and early in the morning and try to get it done. All right, so the primer is dry, and it's so smooth, I don't even need to sand it. It's really smooth. I might have to sand it a little bit because it's just super smooth. The paint might not stick to it that smooth. Yeah, compared to the rest, I'll have to put a little. This right here, that's how that is, because I didn't get it all the way down. Apparently I can still see the whole mark I did. But yeah, this one and the other one can get lightly sanded, wet sanded, and then painted. Just lightly sanded. You don't want to take the primer off. You just want to give the paint something to stick to. Because right now, it is not going to stick to that, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me try another grit. If I can find it. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go. My fault, guys. I know I'm all over the place. But let me try some of this. All right. Other one, just lightly sanded. All right, guys, it is the next day. Early, I got up like 5:30 in the morning. I'm in school after 6 now, probably around 6:30 because I already did a little prepping, took off the cover. So I got some more wet sanding to do, and then we can start buffing, man. I got my buffer, polisher, sander, whatever, depending on whatever pad you put on it. But yeah, I got some more wet sanding to do, and then we will get to the polishing and getting out all the wet sand marks that are everywhere. All right, y'all, let's get to it today. Yes, I cannot find my touch-up paint. I know the touch-up paint that I just showed y'all in the last video, and yeah, it is the wrong color blue. It does not match this color blue. They made two different blues in 2012. One was a darker blue, which is the one they sent me, and then this blue, and they sent me the darker blue. So it does not match my blue. And as y'all see, I didn't already sanded the car. So, and you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta order some. I might as well just order. I gotta order some more, which took like a month to come, and the car is already sanded. But it's cool. It's cool because the spots that need it are so small. Right here, I need it. This was starting to rust, so I sanded it down. And right here, that's another spot. And I had a bigger spot here. So that's where I needed at. And the good thing is my hood is aluminum, so my hood won't rust. And my car will be under the car cover anyway. But man, I gotta start polishing this thing, guys, cause you see how the door is all sanded. But I gotta start polishing this thing cause it's supposed to rain, and I need to start getting some of this in. But I was doing my sanding, which took a while, and then I couldn't find my paint. And look at this, guys. While I was looking for my touch-up paint, because I do have a little bottle of this color blue. I do have that, which I was looking for and can't find. They sent me the wrong color. I was just going to use a little touch-up bottle and can't find that. While I was looking for that, I found my decal adhesive remover, so I could do that. But I already ordered another one yesterday. But hey, I needed a new one anyway, so now at least I could do the decal remover and the buff all that out. And once I'm done with the buffing, I can also put on the trims in the new bowl once I'm done with the polishing and buffing. So that's good. But now I gotta order another paint and wait for that, because I got these parts sanded down to the bare metal that, man, I'm gonna have to put something over this, because this will rust. This is metal, so it will rust. So man, let me get this stuff off with the decal remover, and then we're gonna start buffing. Yeah, that thing's a beast. No more adhesive. Alright guys, now that I got the adhesive stuff off, now I have to re-rinse the car off. Since I did some more sanding, I have to rinse the car off, dry it, get all the residue off, because you can't start using the rubbing compound, polishing compound with all that on there. So rinse it off, dry it, then, even though I said it like 4 times already where he can start polishing. And I actually been procrastinating a little bit because it is pretty early and the polisher is pretty loud. So, you know what I mean? I got a pretty quiet street. My neighbors will hate me because I got to polish the whole car. I'll be making a lot of noise for a couple hours. So I was trying to hold off, but now it's right around 8 a.m. So I gotta get started. Bugs everywhere, man. Alright guys, time for the moment we've been waiting for, to bring that shine back. So I got my 3D cutting compound and finishing polish. Delivers true paint correction. So I'm basically going to be doing a 1-step. I'll just be doing, well, I guess it's more of a 2-step because I sanded. But first I'll be using my foam pad with the ridges. I'll be using this first, and then for the final polish I'll be using the fluffy pad. So let me get this stuff hooked up. Catch you back on when it's time. Alright guys, so I just did the whole thing with the foam pad. So now I'm about to go on ahead and put the fluffy pad on. And this right here should bring back that shine. I might have to get another compound. I mean, I do have the rubbing and finishing compound, but I might have to get the polishing compound. This is rubbing compound and finishing polishing compound, but I might have to get the pure polishing compound since I got to order the paint again anyway. So I'm probably gonna have to order just the polish to finish it off, because this is actually this is probably gonna take me like 5 days to actually finish this video, guys. It won't be for y'all, but might even have to break it up into 2 different videos because it's going to take so long to do this video. Let's get to the polish. My Facebook group, Custom Dodge Journey. Join my Facebook group, all about custom whips. Post your cars, bikes, trucks, whatever you got customized on Facebook.